Adam Ponomarev! Stepped on it accidentally. You guys are great. I'm really excited about the direction that technology is going for us. And by us, I mean just lazy people in general. Here's the thing. A lot of people believe that they were born in the wrong generation. That's especially true for me, because I definitely wish I was born about 700 years in the future. In the WALL-E generation. Have you guys seen the movie WALL-E? Awesome. For those of you who haven't seen it, it was that fantastic movie about the future where the red jumpsuit company is just killing it. The moral that I think you were supposed to take away from WALL-E is our dependency on technology is going to make us fat and lazy. The moral that I took away from that movie was get me one of those hover sofas. Because, look, Disney didn't address this, but if they're never getting out of that sofa, there absolutely has to be some sort of jerk you off machine attached right inside of that chair, and I want it. We're not quite there yet. We're still on e-scooters, which is cool. I like it. In 2018, the beginning of the year, I made myself a resolution to not be responsible for my own momentum. It's working out so far. But more so than that e-scooter is the electric bike. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait till it hits the streets. I mean, they're for sale, but not at public level. Here's why. One, it has a seat. I don't want to stand up on a scooter. Like, I'm exhausted even being up here. Two, it's got pedals. You know, like, I know it sounds like I'd be pedaling them, looking great. I wouldn't pedal them at all. I just like the idea that I could look like I'm doing something for myself and the environment and put absolutely no effort into it whatsoever. It's basically for aesthetic only. It's Instagram on wheels. That's what it is. But, so I scooted over to the electric bike store, and I was asking the beard guy a whole bunch of questions about it. And one of the things that he told me was that the electric bike has a 250-pound capacity before it dramatically tapers off in speed. And I think that's fantastic. It's so Portland. It's so passive-aggressive, because it doesn't stop. It's just kind of like, you're so heavy, be less people. The fatter you are, the slower it goes, all right? That's... I want it. About 10 years ago, somebody made the mistake of letting my buddy and I be firefighters. 10 years ago, me wasn't the beacon of responsibility that I'm still not today, so... It was like letting Willy Wonka be your dentist, all right? All right, let me explain. 10 years ago, my buddy and I are watching the 10 o'clock fireworks, and it's fantastic. I love fireworks. 4 hours go by, and the 2 a.m. fireworks go off, and now I'm scared and confused like a puppy, but also drunk and excited, still not unlike a puppy. And I look at my buddy Paul, and I'm like, hey, man, let's go put on all of our firefighter equipment and go fuck with these people. Now, I don't know if you can imagine this, but try to picture two guys putting on 20 pounds of firefighter equipment. It's normally a really quick process. In, on, out, go, put out fires. Not this time. It was like putting on 20 pounds of spaghetti. It was a mess. We looked like we were about to go put out a fire at the liquor store using their liquor. We show up on scene, and let me set the stage for you guys. Two guys show up, firefighters, on 20 drunk guys playing with basically explosives. And from everybody else's perspective, it's entirely our job to fix this problem. Except what they don't realize is we're playing a very unstable game of we're not that drunk chicken. And I'm shitting my pants over here. I look at Paul and I'm like, hey man, this is a real fire hazard here. We are firefighters after all. He looks at me like, no man, we're way more drunk than we are firefighters right now, so buckle up. And he steps forward with all this confidence, like, we're confiscating all your fireworks. I was like, whoa, I'm so impressed. How did he sober up so fast? I doubled down on that confidence. And the booze. It was surprisingly effective. Like, if they could smell us over themselves, they'd absolutely know that something was up, but smell camouflage was on our side that night. So we start just grabbing everything, fireworks, alcohol. We took one of their kids. We start leaving with just like a handful of shit. We're like on our way out. And I'm like, hey man, this is a prank, not a heist. So I turn around and I look them all right in the face and just grab one of those bottles. And I look at them, say, we don't want to have to come back here. And then just chug straight from the fucking bottle in all of their faces. It was insane. Half of them, like, their brain stopped working. The other half of them had, like, that dumb puppy dog look. It was magical for me. That's where I called. I was like, hey, guys, I'm fucking with you. We live right up the road. We're neighbors. Fireworks and alcohol. Bang, bang, bang. Let me show you how it's done. And we're still friends with them. No, I don't know any one of them, actually. But I want to say one thing about pranks, since we're so close to April Fool's Day, is that, like, pranks are supposed to make you question everything about yourself and everything around you. And I love that even for just a moment, these people looked at us, dressed as we were, chugging fireworks, and they knew that if they called their fire department for help, they were all fucking dead in a fire. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.